What's up guys, Perry from Rockville here, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your 70-volt speakers to your Pre-70V. So when setting up our speakers, we have 8 different zones to choose from, and remember that they're divvied up between the left channel and the right channel, with zones 1 through 4 going out to the left channel and zones 5 through 8 going out to the right channel. You also want to remember the wattage capabilities of the amplifier that you have set up with your preamp. For example, the amplifier we're using today has 1000 watts, so we don't want to exceed 1000 watts with our speakers. But we still have plenty of options when setting up our speakers, as long as we don't exceed that 1000 watts. The amount of speakers you can have set up really depends on the tap options you have on your speakers. So for example, for this CC80T speaker here, we can tap anywhere from 2.5 watts to 20 watts. So if I wanted to set up 200 of these speakers, I would want to tap each of them at 5 watts. Then I can divvy them up between all of the different zones we have available on our preamp and parallel wire them to connect them to the preamp. Just to give you the general idea for my setup today, I'm just gonna connect this one speaker I have here to zone 1 on the preamp. So I'm gonna do that by loosening up the terminals here for zone 1. I'm then gonna connect the red positive end to the positive terminal of zone 1 and the black negative end to the negative terminal of zone 1. Then I can take the other ends and plug them into the positive and negative terminals here on my speaker. And if you wanted to set up even more speakers, you're just gonna parallel wire from the first speaker to the second speaker by taking another set of speaker wire. Connect that second set to the positive and negative terminals from your first speaker, then plug the other ends into the positive and negative terminals of the next speaker, and then you're just gonna repeat that process all the way down the chain. If you need help parallel wiring your 70-volt speakers, we actually have a video on that you can check out. So after you've connected all of the speakers that you wanted to have in your setup, all you're gonna wanna do next is tap each speaker to the desired wattage amount. Again, let's keep with the idea that we're setting up 200 of these speakers off of our preamp. So in this case, I'm gonna want to tap my speaker to 5 watts. And keep in mind, you're just gonna follow these same exact steps if you wanted to set up your speakers to different zones, like zones 2, 3, 4, etc. And the benefit of using more than one zone on your preamp is the independent volume control. So for example, if I was using this setup in my house, I can have zone 1 dedicated to my kitchen, zone 2 dedicated to my living room, zone 3 dedicated to my backyard, etc. and have each room playing the music, movie, or whatever I have connected to my preamp at different volumes. So hopefully this showed you guys how easy it is to set up your 70-volt speakers to your Pre-70V. But of course, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to our customer support team through phone or email. As always, I'm Perry from Rockville, and we'll see you guys next time.